This is Joe Malone. It is the Bulls Chat podcast. Joining me, the head coach, the general manager of the North Iowa Bulls, Todd Sanden. Good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
So the Bulls are off and running with the home schedule after a 3-1 performance up at the Schwann Super Rink. The Bulls split a pair of games against Aberdeen. First question I've got for you, is every game going to be like this, and should I invest in Just for Men now? Because I'm going to go gray watching these close games.
It's obviously the North American League. There's the potential that there's a lot more parity in that league. And, yeah, the games are going to be closer, and it's going to be harder to go on those multiple-game ripper winning streaks. So, I mean, our fans will enjoy I think, the kind of hockey that it is, but it's going to be a little bit different than what they've seen at the NA3HL level.
Well, let's get started with Friday night. You couldn't ask for much more of an opening statement. 49 seconds into the game, and Chris Carroll puts the puck in the back of the net, and it's like, all right, let's go. Is this how this is going to be? What was the mood on the bench, the mood from the coaching staff with a hot start like you had on Friday night?
Oh, I mean, we were excited. Anytime you get out of the gates like that, you're thinking it's going to be your night for sure.
Bulls would go on to add a second goal about 6.5 minutes into the first period, but unfortunately, that's kind of where the offense stopped for the Bulls. Aberdeen would answer back just seconds after that second goal, and then Aberdeen would be the only one to score for the rest of the game, adding two more. In a game that started very offensively, ended very defensively. What was the change from the first 6.5 minutes to the final 53.5 minutes?
Yeah, I thought we had so much jump in the first period, and quite honestly, we had enough chances to probably be ahead, 4-2 at the end of the first. We just didn't capitalize on chances. And then as these games go, like, you're making in-game adjustments, and certainly they made some, and it tightened it up a little bit. But that's the kind of hockey that you're going to expect to see here. And, I mean, it really, for our guys, it's something that they can learn from, is you really have to bear down and bury those chances early in games.
Now, is that something that you talk to them about? And can you coach when a goalie, coach a player, like when a goalie just makes a great save? What do you tell them? Like, just try it again, and hopefully next time the goalie doesn't get it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we just stay positive with our guys and just let it, hey, the next one's going to be in. Just keep working hard for the chances. Like, if you're getting chances, you're going to score eventually. It's when you're not getting chances that you need to worry about it.
Well, the Bulls came back on Saturday nights, and kind of the same way that it started on Friday night, with the Bulls' early offense taking the lead. As a matter of fact, a 3-0 lead was built up before Aberdeen started finding the back of the net and came back to actually at one point in time lead the game 4-3. What goes through the bench? What goes through you when you lose a lead like that and in that fashion?
Again, we just stay positive with our guys. There was a lot of time left on the clock. I mean, we had time to get things done. So the nice thing that we saw there is just our resiliency and our resolve to just keep playing, not get frustrated or be negative and not be able to finish the game. Our guys stayed positive, and things ended up working out for them.
Well, yeah, after the lead was taken back by Aberdeen, the Bulls would go on to score more goals, 3 more goals, get a 6-4 lead before the final score of 6-5. Aberdeen pulling their goalie and picking one up in the final seconds of the game. So far a split at home for the North Iowa Bulls. Granted, you'd like to win both of them, but were you happy with the performance that you got out of the team?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I mean, we've touched on this in previous calls. Like, we're the youngest team in the North American Hockey League. Like, these kids are going to continue to develop it and get better week by week by week.
Now, up next for the Bulls is a home-and-home series against the Austin Bruins. I was reading through the press release that Austin Droughty put out. This will be the first matchup between Mason City, North Iowa, and Austin at this level since, the mid-'80s or something like that? So a rivalry renewed, quite possibly.
Yeah, and you're looking at a team there that's a veteran team, an older team, so we'll have to make sure that we do our work in preparation to get ready for them. And we've known Coach Howard there for many years. He was in the 3HL for a while as well, so it's an arena that we're familiar with because we've done preseason stuff up there. Back in the days of the 3HL, and obviously with Coach Howard being around for so long that we know their coaches and we know the facility. And
it's an easy drive for fans on Saturday night that want to go take in a road game. That'd be kind of
absolutely fun. I think you're going to see both towns fans traveling well for these games.
Now, in addition to being the head coach, the general manager of the North Iowa Bulls, you are also the general manager of the Mason City Toros, and you were at both of the Toros games this weekend, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
And now, do you find yourself being a spectator, a fan while you're there, or are you quote unquote working?
Technically, I'm working, but it's fun. It's a different role because you're not as involved in it, when you're viewing it as a GM from up top, but. Yeah, I had a great time at those games this weekend, and the kids played well. And obviously, we're excited that they had a home sweep this weekend, and we're still in evaluation mode with that group as well. So there's some work to do there, but it was a lot of fun.
Now, are you cheering? Are you clapping? Are you singing and all that stuff?
Absolutely, Joe. Absolutely. I want that part of the experience. I want to be involved with. I want to support our kids, and if it's clapping or cheering, I want them to know that we appreciate what they're doing.
Well, because I imagine when you got the suit and tie on and you're on the bench coaching, you got to keep your emotion somewhat level. But when you're up there watching, hang loose, have fun.
Yeah, and of course, that's what we do.
Well, head coach, general manager of the North Iowa Bulls, Todd Sanden, thanks so much for the time, and look forward to Bulls and Bruins on Friday night at the Mason City Arena.
Thanks, Joe. We appreciate it as well.
That is Todd Sanden joining us for the Bulls Chat podcast.